Hi, I'm Kristen Yartz, owner and operator of Little Red Hen Consignment Tagging Service. I'd like to touch on hanging your items that have been ironed and are ready for pricing for preparation and children's consignment sales. Most sales ask that you hang your items with the hanger facing this way, like a question mark, and that is very essential, the way that your item will be hanging. It will be like everybody else's. Sometimes sales, if you have hung it incorrectly, will ask you to rehang them, and that's not really something that you want to do. For items like this nice shirt, that's a polo shirt, you'll want to always do with any item, give it a tug test. It's going to have a lot of activity after you tag it for sale. You'll be hanging it or laying it in a tote, transporting it to the sale, hanging it for checking, hanging it on the racks. People will be looking through it. Sometimes entire sections have to be moved by volunteers. So you want to make sure your item is not going to fall off the hanger. So you give it a tug test. Now this is pretty secure. I don't think that's going to come off of that. If I thought it would, if it was just a regular little t-shirt and was pulling off, I would pin it. With a t-shirt, I would pin it in one corner with a size number 2 pin. If you have a camisole or a dress that is like a sundress, I always pin both sides for extra security, because you just don't want your item to be falling on the floor, trampled on, lost. It's all about securing that item. Now, something that you'll often see at consignment sales, this is a don't, is people who tag their shorts or pants or skirts on the bottom of the hanger. Now you see it's facing the right way, that's looking good, but you've got an item that is falling all over it. It's hard to look at. One of the pins may come out. If you saw it on a rack, instead of seeing it all beautiful like this, it'd be there, or it would just look like an empty hanger, and that's not really appealing. So don't hang your pants or your skirts or your shorts like this. Instead, here's the right way to do it. You've got your hanger, again, notice this side, like a question mark, pin it to the top. And look, there may be some movement, but it's staying put, and it looks nice. And so if it's on the rack and people are going through, they are seeing your item and they can actually see it, and it's much more sale worthy. So that's a tip that a lot of people don't kind of recognize, and that will help your items sell better at the sale. The next thing to talk about is, let's say you have a 2-piece item and you're thinking, well, how do I hang that? Maybe you'll have children's size hangers, and that's great. A lot of people just use wire hangers, and it's helpful to always be facing the outfit out front as you would be looking at it in a regular retail store. If you go up from the bottom of the outfit, you won't be stretching the neckline, and that's important. You want to maintain that. So you put it through here like so, and there's your item hanging. And then you sort of lay it flat, take the second part, these are a cute little pair of bloomers, and face them out. So the tag is in the back, face them out on the back side. Then turn it back over, and then you'll be pinning from the front. So you've got your pins, and you're going to be pinning from the front through this first piece, through the hanger, and through the second piece on both sides. So both pieces are secured to the hanger and each other. Now this item that I'm tagging is a boutique item. It is, let's see, Chez Amy, Chez Belle. So in this case, you've got your nice item here. There's the front, there's the back. It looks great, and you're ready for some curling ribbon. And curling ribbon, a lot of sales will ask you to put them on boutique items. The first year I consigned, I was ready, and I had it, and I put it just on the top of the hanger. Well, zip, off it came. So if you're using any kind of hanger that doesn't have a little hole in it already, you're going to want to wrap it around the hanger a couple times, up and down and around, not just around the top where it can come off. Don't make the mistake I did when I first started out. And you will then curl it like a present, and it looks really nice. And people know that it's a boutique item, and they are more likely to go looking for that and pay a higher price, because that's attractive, and they know that that designates it as boutique. And each sale may have a different color of curling ribbon that they ask you to use. Do check with your sale. Always check with your sale about what kind of hangers they want. Do they want wire hangers, plastic hangers? Do they care? Either way, Most sales mainly just want your items to be secure. So there's your nice outfit ready for sale. I want to show you something to not do, just like I did with the pants. And it's something that you might think, well, it'd look better if they were kind of hanging together instead of front to back, especially if you have an outfit that's a pants and shirt outfit or top and skirt. This is something to not do, and I'll just show you here what that would look like. So here you have your top, and you think, I'm going to hang this from the bottom. And so when it is at the sale, it's going to hang with the top and the bottom, and it's going to look nice. But that's actually not good for your clothes. They're more likely to become separated. This, through all of the activity that each item has, through being hung and being toted around the store by shoppers, going through checkout, a lot happens to them, and this could very easily rip out the top of your shirt or cause damage to it. So I would encourage you not to do that. To always do the first way I showed you, front and back, and so it's just nice and concise and taken care of. So when you're going to pin your item, most sales ask that you pin it to the top left-hand side. With the pin, you've got your tagging card that's going to look very nice. If you decide to use a tagging gun, which is what we use at Little Red Hen, make sure it is a fine fabric tagging gun. That means the needle is going to be much finer than other tagging guns. It's going to be less likely to damage your clothes. And with that, I always try to tag through the top of the tag here. If you can avoid tagging into the fabric of the clothes, that's better. And so you would have your tag and you would push it through and just pin the tag through there. Another spot that is helpful is in a side seam. So that would be on the right-hand side of the garment, or even better, a selvage edge. So if you actually kind of pull this up, you'll see in the sides of most sleeves that there's a bit of fabric that is enough of a seam that you can tag into, and that is not going to damage your clothes. Never, ever, ever just punch it through the front of an outfit. That's going to leave a big hole, it's going to damage your outfit, and people won't buy it. So always a seam under the arm in a tag. If you're tagging pants or shorts or skirts that have an adjustable waist, those little stretchy bands, they're a great thing to tag through. If you're going to be tagging into bands, you might want a longer barb, maybe a 1-inch barb. These are 3/4 inch barbs. And again, make sure when you're buying your barbs to fill your tagging gun that you're using fine needle tagging barbs to go along with your fine needle tagging gun. More information about supplies we use for tagging can be found on our Pinterest page, Little Red Hen Consignment Tagging Service, or on our website, which is littleredhentagging.com, and as well as a suggested pricing guide, which is 13 pages that should cover everything you're thinking about taking to the sale, just to give you some parameters. If you're starting out and you're not sure how to price your items for best effect, you can get that as a free download on our website. So I hope that's helpful and that you have a good experience consigning this season. Thanks.